Welcome to TeamGuru tutorial how to set up root cause and corrective action, RCCA. First, let's review together one of our already existing RCCAs. RCCA helps you to analyze root causes of problems that are either metric related or any others. It consists of two parts. You have first is the analytical part, and then second, corrective and preventive actions. Analytical part, you will describe your problem. You will choose your analytical tools such as 5-eye analysis, Paretos, and fishbone. And at the end, you will be able to assign fully tracked corrective and preventive actions. Now, let's open one of our metric dashboards and I will explain why. The most often used RCCAs are usually the ones that are metric related. And our TeamGuru platforms actually allows you to directly link the metric dashboard in your metrics to our RCCA module. So let's say that you have a problem that you need to analyze, metric related problem that you need to analyze. You can create a new RCCA directly from your dashboard. Okay, let's create a new RCCA directly from the dashboard. How do we do it? First, you have to find your metric. Let's say that you haven't met your goal in July and you would like to create new RCCA. You just click in. And when you scroll down, you will see a button, green plus button, that will allow you to create new RCCA. So when you click on it, you will be ready to set up your RCCA. And now you will find out that your title is actually filling automatically. Also your period from. And all the metrics and related metrics are automatically filling into your RCCA setting also. Now we can continue with our settings. Next, you have to select your type. You have two options to choose from. You can either choose red triangle RCCA, which will be displayed in your dashboard in all time periods until it is closed. So for each month that this RCCA is not closed, you will see a red triangle in your dashboard. The second option is blue triangle analysis, and the difference between analysis and RCCA is that the blue triangle will be showing in your metric dashboard only for the specific time period. So let's say that you created this blue triangle analysis in January, and even though it is not closed until February, it will be showing in your dashboard only in January. Next, we select our RCCA template. Usually it's a default template. Type, if you would like to share your RCCA with public or only with invited users. Period from, that's the day when you create your RCCA. Status and close, this is manually input data that you need to make sure that you complete. Status, you can choose your completion status. And close, that's the day when you close your RCCA. Then you choose responsible person from drop-down menu, and you can also choose any other team members. Metric related, here you have the options to select either no or yes. Since we are creating our RCCA directly from dashboard, our option yes is already selected. Then you will see your metrics. You will find your input metrics and also related metrics that might be affecting your main metric in any way. Or you can also add other metrics if you want to. Next, we can decide if we would like to show charts in our RCCA for our metrics or just some. If I would like to have charts for torrents and TGCA, I can click both boxes. And now I will see two charts, one for torrents and one for TGCA in my RCCA. Of course, then if I don't want to have any charts to be shown, I just have to unclick the box. Then you can decide that you can delete any of your metrics from your RCCA, just clicking on the cross sign. And here you can see that you can select your metric dashboard from drop-down menu. Since we are created our RCCA directly from dashboard, our dashboard is already showing here automatically. And now we can move on and define our root cause analysis. For our tutorial, I'm using already existing RCCA so we can get a full picture. First, you have to choose your problem reject type. Many times or most of the times, those options are predefined by your administrator and you just choose from drop-down menu. But you also, if you have a rights or if you are the administrator, you are able to add a new problem. Problem description, this is a manual input text when you're describing your problem. And you have also option to add photos. Next, you have to choose which analysis you want to use for your RCCA. You have an option of 5 why analysis, fishbone analysis, and Pareto. Let's start with 5 why analysis. This is pretty simple. You just have to put your info into relevant fields. Very important to mention, you have an option to add more than one 5 why analysis to your RCCA. And if you decide to do so, you just have to click on the green plus button and complete these fields also. Next is fishbone analysis. If you decide that you don't want to use fishbone analysis for your RCCA, you can simply unclick this box. But if you would like to use it for your RCCA, you just click on the box and then you will complete all the relevant fields. Simply clicking in, fill in your information, and that's it. Then Pareto's, to define Pareto, you just have to click on the arrow. And now you have an option to choose your chart name, all the contributing factors, and the data. It can be percentage or regular data. This data is chosen by you and manually input. You can also select colors, different colors for each factor. If you need to add category, you just have to click on a blue add category button. You can complete Pareto chart 2, 3, or 4. Then there are several extra fields that you can use for RCCA. Once again, it's just manually input text. And if you decide not to use it, you can just unclick the box. There is one on the bottom for root cause summary also. And you can also add attachments to your root cause analysis. And that's pretty much it for this step. We can move on to the next step, which is where to display. Here you choose the folders where you would like your RCCA to be displayed under. Related Documents tab, you can choose from existing documents or create a new documents that are related to your RCCA. And External Sharing, you can share your RCCA with partners. Under History tab, it shows any changes or modifications that were made to your RCCA. And once you are done with all the settings, you can just scroll all the way up and click on the Save and View button. And now, once we've completed our RCCA definitions, we can move on and scroll all the way down and add corrective preventive actions. To add corrective preventive action, it is the same procedure as adding a new action list. You just have to click on the green plus button and complete all the definitions, such as action name, all the details. You can choose to add label, completion, flags, and so on. You can also add comments, attachments. You can choose your action location. Please don't forget that we have a default filter set up that it displays only open and not archived corrective preventive actions. So if you have to change it, you just have to click on Show Filters and choose from these options. Now I would like to also show you quickly how to create a new RCCA directly from our module. So when you go to our module panel on the left side and you click on Root Cause and Actions and choose the same option from drop-down menu, then you have to select a folder where you would like to create your RCCA under and click on the green plus button. And the steps from here are exactly the same as when you are setting up RCCA directly from your dashboard. And I would like to also cover a few more details and features. So I will go back to my metric dashboard. And now we come across another feature. Let's say that we just have closed one RCCA that it was finished in August. When you click on it, you will be able to see which RCCA was it right here. But since in September and October the goals were not met either, now we have a RCCA red triangle blinking at us and asking us create new RCCA. And in that case, you just follow the same steps and then you create the new RCCA directly from your dashboard when you click in a cell. And And to set it up that when your goal is not met, it will automatically require RCCA in your dashboard, you have to go to your dashboard settings, scroll down, find your metric and click on Added Pencil. And when you scroll down, you will see an option to choose from for require RCCA. You can choose never, which it will never require RCCA even when the goal is not met. And then you can also choose either every time the goal is not met, or if a goal is not met and how many times consecutively. So once you select your options and your goal is not met, then the RCCA red triangle will be blinking at you and asking you to create the new RCCA. And that should cover all the RCCA basics. So if you have any questions or if you need any assistance, please don't hesitate to contact us at support@teamguru.com. We would be very happy to hear from you.